to see these patients who are ill, after 20 or 30-minute conversation, begin to recognize that they themselves have the power to vanquish their illness.
But what is it that Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn tells his patients? After all, he is a 90-year-old renowned cardiologist who has spent his entire career searching for the key to everlasting health and longer lifespan. His advice has changed, saved, and prolonged people's lives. For him, the secrets of health and longevity aren't hidden in medicines.
This is a foodborne illness.
Rather, it's in making the right dietary and lifestyle choices.
When you give the body every opportunity it can, the healing capacity is incredible.
Keep watching till the end because he is going to reveal his exercise recommendations, golden diet that you can follow for a healthy life, 4 foods that he avoids, and 3 supplements that he never forgets to take. But what makes Dr. Esselstyn such a great expert to listen to? Well, he is a graduate of Yale and Western Reserve University. He was trained as a surgeon at the Cleveland Clinic and St. George's Hospital. He has been the president of the staff as well as a member of the board of directors at the Cleveland Clinic. He has served as the president of the American Association of Endocrine Surgeons. He has published 150 research papers on breast cancer and coronary artery disease, and in 2012, he conducted a TED Talk which gained 4 million YouTube views. Throughout his career, there are a few powerful lifestyle changes that he has frequently highlighted. But there is one thing that he always talks about in every interview: exercise. Dr. Esselstyn believes that exercise shouldn't feel like a chore. Though his workout routine is simple, there are some tremendous anti-aging benefits in it.
But you get just as much benefit whether you're regularly walking at a certain distance, you may be jogging, you may be biking, you can be swimming.
In particular, he likes 2 forms of exercise. The first is cycling. Cycling strengthens your quads, glutes, hamstrings, and calves without overstressing your joints. It is also a great workout for beginners. Indoor cycling can help improve HDL cholesterol levels while reducing LDL cholesterol. He also likes to swim. 1 hour of swimming can burn the same amount of calories as running without leaving you with aching bones. As your entire body engages in swimming, your cardiovascular system improves, and so does the health of your heart. In fact, some studies have shown that the health benefits of swimming can even reduce the risk of early death. But exercise alone isn't enough. To truly unlock the secrets to a long life, you need to complement exercise with some very important dietary choices. And Dr. Esselstyn's diet may be one of the best ones that you can follow. That is because his diet is perfectly tailored to keep him sharp, active, and healthy. So, what is the first piece of advice he gives to someone to change their diet? Switch completely or mostly to a plant-based diet. But how?
What green leafy vegetables? Bok choy, Swiss chard, kale, collards, collard green beet, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, cilantro, parsley, spinach, and arugula, and I'm out of bread.
Dr. Esselstyn and his family have been living on this diet for almost 3 decades. It was his own study that made him switch to a plant-based diet. For his study, he gathered 18 subjects who had critical heart diseases and put them on a plant-based diet for 5 years. After those 5 years, he discovered that their cholesterol levels had gone down by 50%, and their heart disease had not just slowed down, but for some patients, it had even begun to reverse. This study was then published in the American Journal of Cardiology in 1995. According to Harvard Health, a plant-based diet fulfills all your nutrient requirements and can even provide more fiber and phytonutrients than before. Dr. Esselstyn has in particular championed the Okinawan diet. It's the way people in Okinawa have been eating for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Okinawa is one of the oldest blue zone areas in the world, with one of the highest populations of centenarians. Okinawans live on a plant-based diet. In fact, only 3 to 10% of their caloric intake comes from meat, eggs, or fish. But knowing what to eat isn't enough if you don't know what to avoid. Dr. Esselstyn has given countless warnings on the 4 foods that are actively contributing to heart disease. The first is the overconsumption of oil, especially processed vegetable oil.
Oil injures endothelial cells.
You may love fried foods, but reheating oils that contain saturated fats increases inflammation and harms your heart. But which oils should you avoid?
Even pure virgin olive oil, corn oil, soybean oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, coconut oil, palm oil.
So, if you're thinking of switching to vegetable oils for a healthier option, you might want to think again. A 1-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 in the human body is considered healthy. Increased consumption of vegetable oil disrupts this ratio, which can lead to chronic inflammation. The least damaging oils to consume are coconut oil and extra virgin olive oil. The second food that Dr. Esselstyn recommends that you avoid is meat. The National Institute of Health discovered that individuals who consumed red meat had triple the amount of heart disease chemicals in their body as compared to individuals who consumed white meat or were entirely on a plant-based diet. Dr. Esselstyn has also completely cut out coffee from his diet.
Be careful of coffee with caffeine. Decaf, okay. Coffee with caffeine, not okay.
According to the American Health Association, drinking more than 2 cups of coffee per day can increase the risk of heart disease among people with severe hypertension. Finally, you need to avoid sugary drinks. Sugary drinks provide your body with excessive fructose and calories and don't provide any nutrients. One study by PubMed Central revealed that sugary drinks increase the caloric intake of its participants by almost 17%. The fructose in these drinks can overload your liver and turn into fatty liver and body fat. According to one study, people who drank 1 soda every day faced a 20% higher risk of dying from heart disease than those who did not drink sugary drinks. Now that we know what the optimal diet is, you might be wondering, what should your meals look like? How do you pack as much nutrition as you can on a single plate? Well, according to Dr. Esselstyn, it's pretty simple. There is one meal in particular that Dr. Esselstyn focuses on: daily breakfast.
One of the ways you start out to protect your endothelial cells during the day is to have a breakfast like oats.
He likes to have old-fashioned oats with oat milk and a variety of fruits like strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, and bananas. These fruits are powerful antioxidant agents that can reduce inflammation in the body. They are also high in fiber and low in calories. The National Institute of Health says that eating berries for breakfast helps prevent inflammation, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and other chronic conditions.
So if you're having raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries on your morning oat cereal, that's a terrific start.
He also likes to add raisins to his oatmeal. A half cup of raisins can fulfill 10 to 24% of your daily fiber needs. They also provide iron, calcium, and boron, and are full of antioxidants. Oat milk provides high calcium and vitamin D, which helps absorb calcium. It also contains a high content of beta-glucan, which lowers blood cholesterol and especially LDL levels and keeps your heart healthy.
So that really holds me.
Sometimes the perfect diet and the perfect exercise routine might not be enough. You also need to focus on taking the right kind of supplements. There are 3 supplements Dr. Esselstyn always recommends to his patients, one of which is vitamin B12.
Do you recommend any types of supplements besides B12?
Not at the present.
Vitamin B12 reduces the levels of an enzyme known as homocysteine, which causes blood clots and is associated with an increased risk of heart disease. The recommended daily allowance for B12 for people over the age of 14 is 2.4 micrograms. Another supplement that he recommends is calcium, since it helps prevent heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and high blood pressure. The Mayo Clinic recommends taking 1,000 milligrams of calcium every day for men and women between the ages of 19 and 50. Finally, Dr. Esselstyn believes that you should regularly take flax seeds as they are loaded with nutrients such as fiber, protein, and omega-3 fatty acids. This means that 1 to 2 tablespoons of flax seeds every day can improve metabolism, lower cholesterol, and reduce inflammation. So now we know the 3 changes you need to make to conquer aging. All it takes is the right kind of exercise routine, plant-based diet, and 3 supplements. And as Dr. Esselstyn has shown, making these changes is simpler than you think.